So I'm not going to go really that much deep into them. I'm just going to give you the basic understanding of them. So that way, as you go on, if you just do decide to code or so on, you understand it based on understanding them, and you can move on from there. That's all right. So I went ahead and typed in, and searched the actual definition of variables, because my definition of variables might be totally different. So based on what Google said, a variable is a name given to a memory location. It is the basic unit of storage in a program. A variable is not, but my definition is, a variable is a name you use to store ... stuff. So the types of variables are int, which you can use to store numbers, but it does not store decimals. If you do try to store a decimal in it and you try to print it, you would not get an error, but you will not see the decimal. I'll explain more. Double or float are the same, basically. So a double and a float is an identifier, like every other variables, that saves point numbers, so decimal point basically. And a character, this is an identifier that usually saves single characters, like this and this. No, it would not save the SE. It would not. And then we have string. This is an identifier that stores sequences of characters. So example of that is and this only works if you put double quotes in it. So if I type in, she is a female, right? It would save that, but if you do single quotes, she is female, it would not save. And that goes for the same for characters. If you're trying to save a character, you should not use double quotes. It will return an error. But I'll show you an example of that. And then bool. The main point of bool is for true and false, which helps if you're trying to do conditional statements. For example, if y'all see my other videos, it's all based on conditional statements. For example, I asked the user, let me give an example. So by the way, my Visual Studio, I decided I should update it because I was using the 2017 when we already had the 2019, so now it's updating. Yeah, it's gonna take forever, but anyway, so what was I saying? Shoot, I forgot. Right, bool statement usually works for ifs. It helps a lot for conditional statements like if and so on. So let me give you a good example. If I create a bool statement called dogs, right, and I saved it to true, and I said if dogs equals to true, as prints dogs, else print those. Ooh, I cannot spell those. Those are not dogs. And because dogs is equals to true, like we mentioned right over there, it will print dogs, which is like a little hint to how conditional statement works, and which is why it's so important. But if it was false, let's change this to false. If it was false, it would print those are not dogs. Alright. And then, so if y'all can't already tell, it's gonna be very short. So now we have ints. Let's go talk about that. Int variable stuff equals to 10. I forgot to remove this extra parentheses. But count stuff it will print 10. But if you change it to 10.10 or 10.1, it would not wait. It does not read if the last digit is a 0. It ignores the 0, like most calculators does, or supposed to. But it only still prints 10. And the error said implicit conversion from double to int changes value of 10.1 to 10. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that exactly, but main point, just don't try to use decimals when you're trying to save int variables. If you want to do that, use floats or double. So character symbol. So let's say we're still going to use the same variable, stuff equals to s. So this is what I wanted to show you. When I said do not use double quotes, it will return an error. Error, you're not supposed to use double quotes. Can I initialize a variable of type? Right, basically, double quotes. But if you change to s and you print stuff, it will print s. But even though you do use single quotes and you type in more than one characters, it should return an error. Wait. Oh. Let's see. Error. So it did return an error. Warning: multi-character character constant. Character stuff equals to blah 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 blah. Warning: character constant's too long for this type. So it's telling you it's too long. Implicit conversion from int to char changes value from blah to So I'm guessing Plazio can convert into char. That I did not know. That's going to be important. See, we practice and we learn. That's what's happening. So this route here, when it changes to H, I'm not sure why, because usually if I do in Visual Studio, it's not supposed to print out. But if you just put it to H, that's not a good example because it already printed H, so it will not be like something printed. So if you do it to S, no, E, it will print out E. But that should be the last variable we're going to cover. Right, the last one, string. String, we're still going to call it stuff. So string, actually, if you're not using if you did not type in using namespace std, I'm sorry for stammering a lot. I'm just sorry. I don't know what's up. I mean, maybe because it's hot. But if you did not type in using namespace std, that's always a weird word to say. You are going to have to type in std for every time you try to do std string or std, or do sing, because sing collects user input, or std count. You are going to have to do that if you did not already type in using namespace std. But so because we already typed that in, we don't have to do it again. We just have to create the variable string, and what we're gonna call it, stuff, and stuff will equals to love. And you see how I put the single quotes, so that way we can see what happens when you use single quotes. It returns an error, right? But now once you change it to double quotes, it prints out love. So that should be it for this video. So I will see y'all on next video. In next video we are going to talk about conditional and logic statements, which I already said was my favorite one. And yeah, remember to subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Also, I've been trying to work on this new project, and the video I'm going to make about the project, I'm not going to do it like the usual video I make, where I show a video of me coding it, because the lines are way too long and I'm feeling very lazy. I may end up changing it, but if I don't, I will just show you, because it's supposed to be like a mini game, and y'all going to see the video about it. But yeah, I will just show y'all me reading out loud, or me reading the. I cannot go into details, if not I'll be spoiling the video, but I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.